Hey guys, welcome to another episode of SUBterra Tech. I believe this is episode 13. Today's episode, we are going to be getting our antimatter resource cores. I guess we technically need three. Right now, I've got enough material for one, but I think after we get one, we should be easily. This isn't actually hooked up to power. Whoops. But anyway, we got the antimatter resource core. And so we want to put this into the generator to produce antimatter pellets. So let's do that real quick. This can honestly stop running. This whole thing could stop running for all I care. I don't need this anymore. The power was actually probably nice. And now it's going to take all the time in the world to fill this up. Well, honestly, what I can do is I can just unhook that. We'll activate this just to get this to go a little bit faster because I don't actually have enough power to supply this. And then I guess for now, I'll just rehook this. I unhooked the power. That was stupid. Whoops. Yeah, we'll just break this and place it back down. And so this should decay down. Or not decay down, but you know what I mean. It'll go down. This will just empty out the plutonium. And then we should never need this again. In between episodes, I was working on getting more EMC generation going. And I've upgraded up to, I think I got a cyan? I don't really remember. Yeah, I got a cyan power flower. You can actually just about get two more. If I would have actually placed it down until learning. All right, so that's going to take us up to three of those. Whoops, didn't really mean to do that. But now we're making 500,000 per second, which is rather good. Mint. Okay, so that's out of polonium. So now we can shut off the reactor because we should never need this again. And granted, we're going to be out of power essentially for a while this runs. Why are you not making sulfuric acid? Why are you not making oxygen? Um, help. Can I get through here, please? Do. We'll break back here. That's got 1,000. All right, why do we have 8 million oxygen here that's not connected? Right, and that's where that needs to be? Or is it supposed to be water vapor? What do I need oxygen for? Still got our living rock going as well. What is this? How much has this made so far? Oh, it's completely full. Let's throw some upgrades in there real quick. And never have too much. Now so this can keep running. Presumably forever. So you've got water vapor. Okay, let me go back to the process. Where was that at? That's not what I meant to do. This was a very strange way to go about this. But sulfur and water vapor. Sulfur trioxide is oxygen and sulfur dioxide. Yes, we need oxygen here. Why did you quit getting oxygen? Why are you getting water vapor? This is kind of a mess right here. I feel like this is not supposed to be connected here. Is the bottom set to input? Yeah. Okay. Is the front of this set to output? Yeah. There's not really a good way to go about this where it's not going to just straight up pick up water vapor. Unless we break that. And not do that. No. Why? Did I tell you you could do that? No. Now watch. If I put, bruh. Okay, that should fix that. You're not getting power either. That's interesting and good to know. Is everybody happy now? Somewhat, other than the severe lack of power due to us not running this. Which we can run this. Like it's not gonna hurt to. It'll just be some extra resources. And it lets this turbine produce another million power a tick. And now all this is happy with its power. Somewhat. Somewhat happy. So that works out. Alright, so let's go over here, grab ourselves a resource generator. And then we're going to grab the speed upgrade. as well. The tier 3, which quadruples. And I also need a drawer. I do not see the linking tool, which is a bit unfortunate. Why can I not see anything? That's a bit weird. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Okay. There's our linking tool. Hello, buddy. Okay, so we'll start off with one in the floor here. We are going to need an item pipe as well. All three of them that I have. And we got our first bit of antimatter. Or first antimatter pellet. Already up to our second one. It's amazing how much quicker it goes after that first one. Realistically, I should probably go through and throw upgrades on all of these. Why don't I go ahead and do that? I'm going to need them at some point. Oh, God. Like that. I don't have enough diamonds to do what I want to. Don't have enough logs either. Ah. What was I doing? Ah, yes, upgrades. We'll just make 64 to start with. And it's starting to craft the chest. I really wish it would send you like an update of when it was done. Whoops, pressed the wrong button there. My bad, guys. Got 121,000 coal. That's decent. A lot of these have upgrades in them. Are these just not linked to anything? Do I have a controller somewhere? I do. I mean, it looks like it should be linked. Anyway, what can you do? It is going to be rather handy to have the upgrades in here, just to let them run. I've also moved up to steak. I finally decided just to kill one of the cows, cook it up. It's going to be a lot more efficient in terms of eating. Okay, but now I'm going to need more of these antimatter resource cores, which isn't really a problem, right? Because now we can just take a chemical oxidizer, turn the antimatter pellets into antimatter, and then purify them with the mechanistic resource shell, which I should be able to autocraft. Yeah, it just requires me to craft 315 blocks. Um, why is it crafting that many? Right? It shouldn't have to. Didn't I set up the crystals to grow? Oh, I might have to set it up to where it knows how to craft these. That would be my guess. No? Well, maybe. Yeah, I bet you we do. That is not the right thing. Okay. Once again, I've completely lost track of what I was doing. Oh god, that's bad. Oh well, must not have been too important. Oh, mechanistic resource shells, that's what it was. Okay, so it was seeing those. Um, we just don't have enough material, it seems. But anyway, go for it. Let's see here. Let's grab the good speed upgrades. Should I probably add more in? Yeah. Am I going to? Not right this second. No, this is going to be running for literal hours. Like, more than likely. Because it's going to try to craft 233 blocks of nitro, or 87 blocks of nitro crystals. That is an insane amount. There's just generally so much stuff right there. Oh well. We have 7 mechanistic, so for now, we'll do. Okay, so we're going to need a purification chamber and an oxidizer, right? Yeah, so purification, and then it crafts. Uh, yeah, oxidizer. Should be nice and easy. A little bit of auto crafting. We need a archwood slab. For whatever reason, that recipe does not like anything else. Probably just the way I have it set up. And we're about to head to our next tier. Chemical oxidizer. Then we needed a purification chamber. That's not how you do that. Sure, I could have went and grabbed the other one. I'm not going to though. It's pretty simple just to make another purification chamber. And then I think we need a exporter? Question mark. Where do I want to do this at? We'll just take it back over here. We'll have the rad zone. Wonder if I could just put this here. Yeah, because I mean that's right there. That makes sense. Do I have enough sheet metal? That is not how you spell sheet. I most certainly do. I might work on the walls in here. Maybe. Okay, so into the back of the oxidizer. Um, let's see. Yep, that is the correct thing. So we're going to want antimatter pellets. And we want this to input. And then we want you to output into the purification chamber. Beautiful. So now I just got to get power, which is undoubtedly one of the easiest things in the world to do. I'm going to do it like that. So that's going to oxidize. And this isn't going to run very much. We already had 64 antimatter pellets as well. And we still have another 54 in the systems already. So it's doing okay. We'll do 5 of those. I'm impatient. Do speed upgrades. It's because that's all I have. And that's not even that good. And it's already done. That was a bit of a waste of time and material, but I don't really care. So we'll save one. So we want to make pol polonium, 2 of those, and we need 2 plutonium as well. Yay! Go through and make us a few more item pipes. And then we'll just head over here and pop out the necessary resource generator, which is 5 of them bad boys, and 5 speed upgrades. I forgot the drawers. Oh, we even added a little bit of light back here inadvertently. Yep, so we're just going to throw in our plutonium into this row, then polonium into this row. Beautiful. Plutonium, polonium. And they should be about to just go ham. Yep, like 2 every so often. I mean, it's not great, but it's also, extremely difficult to obtain resource. Um, What we actually kind of want to do is pull all of this stuff out and then throw it back in there so it goes into here. And just to remind you, the other side is still running. But that's just about everything there. We still need to make a refined glowstone. Okay. And then we need refined obsidian as well. Okay, so both of those are going to pretty much just T-tap off of the sulfuric stuff here. Right. And the purification. It needs a refined glowstone. Yeah, that's disgusting. Anyway. Alright, so we're back. I've just started getting more EMC. Went ahead and made some of the final power flowers. I know I jumped a lot there. I went ahead and made a dark matter pedestal and got all that EMC. It's just a bunch of boring crafting, honestly. So now, as far as I know, I just need to make a creative core, and then we'll need a compressed shard block, and then that's completing the pack. We could go through and make all the creative stuff, but quite frankly, I don't see a reason to. I mean, I just don't. So we need the ultimate crafting table, tier 4. Which is going to take ultimate components. Black iron slate. How do we get black iron? Okay, that's kind of expected. Need the ultimate catalyst. The elite crafting table. All the catalyst. And then we can get to advanced. Just going to take redstone components. Ooh. Okay. None of that's difficult. How do we get crystalline? Oh, what a sin. Huh? That doesn't make sense. So you need tier 3 to make tier 2? Huh? What sense does that make? It makes 0 sense. Because the rest of them are going to be too small. And can't make the nuggets anyway. Can't make the blocks any other way. I legitimately just think that's broken. I don't see a way to do that. No, I just don't see a functionable way to do that. Right? Huh? Oh, that's the auto crafting table. Oh. Get out of there. Advanced component. Yeah, okay, I'm just stupid. Alright, let's set, which is gonna take just a second. So, boom, boom, boom. This was pretty much the extent of getting the final catalyst as well, or the final star. Literally just doing this a bunch. Redstoning it, that would be the one we was looking for. Ultimate catalyst. We are going to need to make another netherite crafter, though. Oh no, it's so difficult. It should be faster now, too. The entire system, due to this watch of flowing time. Okay, so hopefully now, if I go over here and request a ultimate crafting table, missing black dye and a block of emerald. Well, luckily for me, I have 2.29 quintillion EMC. Didn't mean to dye that. Oh well. Then we need to make a emerald block, because apparently I haven't taught my system how to do that. And I just made all of my emeralds into emerald blocks. Ultimate crafting table. Okay. I messed up. There we go. Ultimate crafting table. No objections, right? Cool. And it's already done. We shall just set this right here for now. Now we just have to grab one of every type of resource core, which is its own fun time. Yeah. Okay, so ferrous steel should be coming up any second now. Make sure we grab that coal out. I wonder how many I'm gonna have missed. My guess is gonna be quite a few. Okay, what is its issue? Genuinely, what is its issue? Nothing in there. I mean, other than objectively, I did throw 15 million things in here. Hasn't thrown anything into the chest. Let me grab a button out. In other news, I can't place the button anywhere on it unless I go down here. I think it's too quick for it. Yep, that's what it is. It's flowing too quick. It's kind of insane how quick that is. Actually, I think it's just straight up pulling stuff out that it's not supposed to. You should be fine. Yeah, you are. You're just waiting on the mana to go in. Oh, that's right, I turned that off. You know, what is your issue? I mean, that's the mechanistic ones, right? So that should be going on over here. You're working away. Okay, why are you not extracting? Whatever. Um, Anywho, let's see here. What are we missing other than half of them? You mean to tell me I have to have all of these in my inventory at one time? Ugh. Alright, so I went ahead and made the ultimate auto crafter. And I'm just currently throwing in everything we're going to need for the creative core. So I guess we're just going to go through and work on getting the ones we don't have right now. So we need blood, lapis, gold, and coal. Looks like redstone as well, which I know we have these over here. That's a blood, redstone, gold. Don't have a lapis currently. Oops. Wonder if I could rob one out from over here. I can. And the coal ones we just don't get very often due to them immediately being sent over. But grab the coal there. Nice and easy. Alright, so that's the top half done. The final star shard, we can EMC those. Already got it, essentially. Antimatter and quartz now. Okay. So we need a mechanistic. What am I doing? Shouldn't take too long, I don't think. It does have to craft up a few things, though. Right? Are you locked? You are. Maybe I need to reset you. It seemed like that solved the problem. Alright, and then it's now crafting over there. So it should be getting it any second now. Maybe. Yeah, there it is. Go ahead and just craft up. Never mind. Mechanistic. We need to take it over here to our antimatter right here. Place it here. Antimatter resource core. Sometimes I forget that we can fly now. Alright, so we need quartz. There's a couple of these I'm going to have to figure out how to get. How do we get cobalt? Okay, we can just craft it. Okay, that's easy enough. We need netherite, uranium, steel. We need the 2 refined steels, right? No, we have those. We need flux dust, which we ZMCable. Certus quartz as well. The flux blocks might be interesting. But we should be able to do that with ease. This would be quartz, redstone, and charged Certus quartz. Already forgot what it was. Let's save that one. Save you. Yeah, so it's going to be charged Certus quartz, quartz, and redstone. Do I have a block of water anywhere that's not flowing? I don't think that's going to work right there. I wonder if it'll work over here. Where'd the redstone go? Anyway. Do I have water over here somewhere? I do. Okay, that'll probably work better. That made 2 stacks of flux crystals. Cool. Then we just need 8 of those. Flux resource cores. Then we need Certus quartz crystals. Eight of those. Certus resource cores. So we're not really missing that many now. What was that? 7? Well, I mean, including the final star shard, which is we just have to grab it out. So we need molten quartz over there. Oops. And a hardened resource or transmutable shard. Sorry. I think this is 4 blocks. Yeah. So that's going to work on that. Netherite. Where's the netherite resource core? Yeah, so it's going to be also with the hardened transmutable shard. I think that's correct. I think that's 1,000. Yeah, it is. So now we need uranium, which we should be able to do. Uranium. Then we need steel, cobalt, and flux dust, which we should get this one for free. So let's EMC that one real quick, because we can't get that back if we use it. Let's first off just throw all that in there. Missing 2 more now. So we need steel and cobalt, which the cobalt, we just need to craft up the ore. 9 ores. We just smelt this up real quick. I have an actual smeltery. What am I doing? Or not a smeltery, but like a much quicker. Oh, that doesn't go in there. We'll see if the furnace will even do it. Might have to make like a blast furnace. Oh, won't go in there. Is there any other way to do this? An induction smelter. Okay. I have another way of doing this. We just got to cook it up like that. Got our cobalt. It should be done any second now. Cobalt is now done. Now it's just steel, right? Yeah, so it's the same recipe. Apparently don't have any steel right now. That should change very quickly. And molten steel, steel resource core. Then we just need to grab out a final star. Now if we go in here, we can now make the creative core. I forgot that this was a thing. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. Like, could we go for the creative stuff? Sure. Going to? No. Alright, so we just need 9 of every shard. I think there's 6. We're actually going to be missing just a few of each. But we can just grab some shard blocks now. Compress shard block. Learn that bad boy. Pull out that. And now we should be able to make the stone tablet. Whatever this is for. Oh. We do have to make the creative stuff to actually beat the pack. Ugh. Well, that's okay, I guess. Um, yeah, I think we can do 7A here. There's just so much stuff there. But to me, we have beaten the pack. We have infinite EMC, which means we have infinite anything we want, just with enough crafting. So this will be the last episode of SUBterra Tech. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.